Facebook. How we doing? Another Monday, a humid Monday. Very, very humid Monday. But Monday. What's up? Your host, Johnny X. Man, let's dive into this. So, we're going to take this whole Monday and highlight important things primarily on the island. Events, politics, issues, whatever. We're going to broaden it because some people just aren't that important to talk about, but you still got to talk about them because they're not good at what they were tasked to do. So, anyway, let's get all the good things out first. Number one, congratulations to the Chamber of Commerce, headed by Michael Chait and his team. Excellent job this week with the air show. More importantly, thank you to all of the military personnel. Thank you to the volunteers, police and fire, even the ones that were hired. Made a rhyme. You gotta do that to get in office these days, I heard. Great crowd, great show. The weather kind of pushed things back a little bit for the Air Force, but great show all in all. Very important, very key for Atlantic City, Atlantic County. Brings in a lot of tourism. People come for 2 days, practice day, second day. But again, thank you to all of the military personnel, all the first responders. Thank you on the whole spectrum, sphere of what you provide and what you do for us. Thank you. See you next year for the 2024 show. What else we got? Congratulations to our lifeguards who won the John Gowdy competition last week. That's great. Thank you for that. Keeping that trophy here. Gowdies are a huge part of Atlantic City. What else we got here? Let's talk about a new fishing tournament. The Atlantic City Offshore Open is this week. It's 5 days. You fish 2. They're on Instagram. I jumped on with a buddy of mine, Trevor. I don't have the full details. Forgot about it, to be honest with you. But anyone who's got 2 days to spare, obviously, go on the Instagram account, AC Offshore Open. Check it out. I think it's tuna, mahi-mahi. I don't know if there's a third fish or not, but it's definitely those 2. We tried yesterday and didn't work out too well. Had to go to docks to get tuna. So, try that this week. It's the first year they're doing it. So, that's a plug. And, yeah, something we'll definitely get involved with. Next up the deck, we have September 9th and 10th. Our biggest promoter in Atlantic City. Bigger than the guy on the 7th floor. Guy's arms reaches for miles and miles and leaps and bounds. John Henderson and family and friends and crew for the Seafood Festival at Ski Beach. We got Good Dog, Sol Empanadas, Las Olas, Essel's, Hard Rock, PJ Vagabond, Tony Baloney's, Miss Connie, Star to Sea, Romanelli's, The Soup Bar, Big Blue Rap, Bayside, Ocean Casino, Nucky's, Cousins, our guy, Dak Daddy. He's here on Sundays, all through football, down the street at Roberts on Friday and Saturday, but definitely on Friday. He's here on Sundays for football. Come check him out. Dakota and Loey, good people. Going to hit it big. Doherty's Restaurant, Jay's, Water Dog. I don't know if I didn't say them or not. And I don't know this one. It's got the Canadian flag. I don't know who it is. Just go on the Down Beach Seafood Festival. That's the only person I missed. 9th and 10th. Get an Uber, ride a bike, don't drive a car. Let's ease the impact over there at, sorry. My boy Trevor told me Wahoo. Go fishing for the Wahoo for that tournament. So Ski Beach, yeah, get an Uber, ride a bike, ease the footprint over there. Let's not stir the neighbors up. They're so kind to let us go back there. And the city of Ventnor open up their arms. But, you know, all in all, go check that out. Always good food, always good times. Bring the family. Boom. Boom, boom. All right. Time for the BS. Let's start. Well, not one BS. We got one story. So in here we have the a bulkhead situation in Atlantic City. As you all may or may not know, way back in the day, Venice Park was a recipient of a grant to redo the bulkhead because of the tunnel. A few other places got one redone as well. And now we're looking at Lower Chelsea in Midtown. Yes, we do have a very ugly waterfront. Yes, I do believe the property owners should be held accountable. I am guilty. Not guilty, but my bulkhead isn't the greatest, but it's good. A lot of outcry on responsibility, who's pointing the finger, so on and so forth. So, long and short of it, if it's your property and you use it, it's yours. That being said, I think there should be some sort of relief or help in doing so. My idea, if I run for mayor, I would split the cost 50-50. The homeowner, property owner, pays 50% of it. The other 50% is a 10-year note to be included with the quarterly taxes. If and when that property is transferred to whoever in your family or sold, that note gets taken care of through the sale or transfer of ownership of the house. I only say that because a lot of people received the free bulkhead, Venice Park area. So, to be fair and to come up with a common compromise, do a 50-50 ordeal. Half up front, or you got at least 2 years to get the 50% to the city. Okay, again, you could probably pay it through your taxes or just show on your bill and reflect. If you don't pay it, then you're on the county list. And the remainder 50 gets taken care of. If not, make it a loan. Make a loan for the whole thing, but you at least put up half the money to get it done. The vinyl, everything, the whole nine. A reputable company, not who they got now, Mount. They didn't do a good job. But there's other people out there that can do the bulkhead. So there's got to be some sort of compromise with that. And I saw that on the Press of AC, I guess today's news. So City Council, if you're watching, listening, if you can, please work with the property owners going forward, if possible. Now, let's talk about Atlantic City youth, I believe. Let me see here. They did something with, give me a second. Find this thing. Boom, boom, boom. No. Here we go. Yes, so the city of Atlantic City, through the rec club, teaching our city residents how to row a boat in our beautiful waterways. I still don't get why they pulled Stockton out of that building, because I think the interaction with collegiate athletes and high school athletes, it creates a bond that this is where a lot of problems happen in Atlantic City, where there's no Farsight down the road. So here you got grade school, you got high school, and you could have had college. All three row, all three go through the ranks, all three stay in this row house, creating a camaraderie, a friendship, a bond. And on the college aspect of it, the education of competition when they go to these big regattas for championships and stuff like that. And you might keep a lot of these kids at Stockton. I mean, who won't want to have as we see, a beachfront, unobstructed view of the Atlantic Ocean? What college kid has that that's not a 1%er of wealth? None. It's Atlantic City, though. So they could be lucky and have just being 100 feet from the boardwalk, let alone the view with some of those dormitories, I think that needs to get changed and be revisited again. It only makes sense to where you bring it back. I don't know. Makes sense. So that's that. But it's good to see the kids out there rowing. Just wish the powers that be, or the household that be that has power, kind of wakes up a little bit and, utilizes the tools for what they're there for naturally, and obviously for growth purposes down the line between the city and education. But it's a lot to ask for sometimes. It's a lot. What else we got? Let's talk about potential candidate Dorsey. My man, you got a parking problem. You can't park anywhere you want just because we don't see your head when you're walking behind the mayor. It's just ignorant. It's rude. It just shows your character. Okay? Now, your team captain calls out Jesse for being, not there all the time, or only attentive when it comes to election season. Listen, Jesse and I know he's never got along. The guy has his finger on the pulse. Is he aggressive? No. Does he care? Yeah. Dorsey, I don't think you care. I know you don't care. Because you're chasing to be known with the boards and the this and the that, and I do and the this and the that. You're trying to be like your buddy. It's not a popularity contest. You have to have the good of the residents in your heart before you run. I know I got that 20 times a Tuesday before you do. It's more my pinky toe than you got it at. But you can't just roll up, and whether it's you or your staff, your name's on that truck. Your face is on the truck, which I take off, by the way. It's just not right. No other councilman does it. And I know who drives what. I know who goes where. They're like clockwork. Who are you not to follow the rules? And you're not even in office yet. You are starting off wrong already, and it's not even November. So, at the end, my plug, go for Jesse. We're better off. Keep it simple. Jesse Kurtz is the way to go. We don't need any more cancerous, small problems in this town. We have enough already. Let's just keep it with Jesse. Oh, and I almost forgot. Congratulations to LaToya Dunston. She gave him the 1-2 skidoo. Took out Team Small. They had the money. They had the experience. They had the cheat sheet. They had it all. And LaToya didn't win by 3. She won by 6. I hope my man did not sleep that night. Congratulations, well deserved. That's a lady whose heart's bigger than anything, that cares about the city itself. Not just her ward that used to be the mayor's. Used to be. She cares about the whole city in general. That's all I want to say. Congratulations for slaying the Giants. I would like to find out what lawyers were hired just in case there's no collusion with elections and donations and contracts. Just putting that out there. See, my man Harry Hurley just chimed in. You know, AC does produce a lot of money for contracts. Some of these law firms are pigs. I think we should look into that. A little Oprah request to see who's been paid by the city, who received donations from them guys. You never know. And she still won, so even the law firms that helped out, let's do nods. See you later. And our mayor, who loves the water park. I think he's been there more than anybody else. Obviously, he's not paying to go. I mean, I think he's like the kids, you know, I bought him for my son. The shorts that have no pockets in them. All his whole closet is pocketless, except for the cell phone. He got a pocket, a phone pocket. He ain't got a money pocket. But it's just comical to see how many times this guy's been to the water park. Come on, really, dude? Did you even buy a hot dog and a soda, or was that given to you too? I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, but that's that. Appreciate it, short and sweet. So don't forget, Seafood Fest, the AC Offshore Open. Oh, and also, too, I forgot about this one. Dirty Politics. Someone did reach out to me. They did tell me the mayor did them dirty, not only in Atlantic City, but I found out from a reliable source, someone from the city reached out to Mays Landing as well. That will be next week's show. I'm going to talk to someone at Dirty Politics, figure that out, see why. You know, it was all cool when they got Cash Money talking about his failed career path of porn. But they're doing this festival. What's the problem? Cross T's, dotted I's. Can't be one way, City Hall. Can't be one way. You either love it, you gotta love everyone equally. You can't put one to the ringer worse than the other one. Big problem over there. Big problem. If you don't play nice in someone's sandbox, you know, they start to cry. Him and his little buddy up there. So that'll be next week's show. Talk about that. So anyone from Dirty Politics, reach out to me. Let's sit down and we'll discuss it. So other than that, again, thank you very much. See you next week. Adios.